video I'm going to do story time part 2. So, I believe where I left off, I said that I got a job. I didn't care. However, unbeknownst to me, while I was training for that job, I was pregnant. However, I didn't know I was pregnant. Like I said, unbeknownst to me. I didn't know because I was told that I couldn't get pregnant naturally. So it came to me as a great shock when I actually did become pregnant. So, of course, I had the missed periods, and you would think that would be a sign. However, I miss periods all the time, and that's something that I've discussed with my GP, and they have never been concerned, still not concerned. So my first thought wasn't to do a pregnancy test. However, when I did do a pregnancy test, because I missed the second period, I thought I best do one because I never missed 2 periods in a row. So I was shocked to find out that I was pregnant. I was shocked. I got my partner to double check the pregnancy test to make sure I've read it right, to make sure it was saying positive, and maybe in my excited little brain I wasn't just guessing and thinking that I was pregnant, to make sure it wasn't negative. However, it was positive. So I went to work, who basically didn't want me there anymore. Now, for the law, they can't say that that was the reason. However, it would have been the reason because also I was high risk pregnancy, and when I had my pregnancy confirmed, I was told I was high risk. So I waited until I had my pregnancy confirmed before I told my boss that I was pregnant. And I told her I was high risk. Now, of course, she didn't just get rid of me that day. She done what she needed to do and done health and safety risk assessment with me and let me continue on with the training. And then at the end of the training, she let me go. Now, the reason how she got around it so easily was because it was a 0-hour contract. So therefore, she could do that. I felt that it was a bit unfair because there was no indications that she was going to let me go. I would have had more respect for her just letting me go instead of continuing with another couple of weeks of training, because the training was unpaid as well. So I think that was a bit more of a kick in the teeth, and I would have preferred not to. However, I think she thought that I would have done something about it because I could have, because it was against the law. But I wouldn't know if that makes sense. So then I just decided to give work a bit of a break because I was high risk before I went on to have my daughter Holly. I think in the next video I will go on about how I confirmed my pregnancy story, and then go on to this week.